Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, today we have seen a swift recovery of altcoins. Also, Bitcoin has moved up, currently losing a little bit of steam, but that is not a problem in any move up. Even in a corrective move up, you have different waves, you have up and downs, and currently it seems like Bitcoin is making higher lows and higher highs in this current short-term move up. And what that means, we're going to take a look at that in the Bitcoin video on the Bitcoin chart here. And overall we see a lot of green in the market, and that is really what this market needs. I have outlined the risks in the crypto market over the last few days, significantly even in the last few weeks, when I first saw that XRP, Phantom, Gala could really get into big trouble. And I've mentioned that over the last few weeks many times, and I've done some live streams about that in the last few days as well. And yeah, good that some coins are recovering, and hopefully really we will see a good recovery for many of these coins, because a lot of them are really in danger of never recovering. I just have to say it as as clearly as that. The market, the altcoin market, even though I have been really probably more bearish than honestly any other analyst I know there, in terms of my price targets for the altcoin since November, but they have even been, some coins have even gone below my price target. So it is really concerning. Yeah, we have to understand that in any bear market, in any correction like this, as you can see here as well on this chart, typically the market, how the market is developing, you have such a capitulation, you have a despair phase where the market is always going probably lower than many people expect it. Yeah, so and therefore this is normal, but still we are dropping below price levels that I find critical, yeah, objectively, because there are certain levels that just prices need to hold in order to give us confidence that the recovery can happen. And I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I have no concerns about Bitcoin. It's doing exactly what it needs to do, but I have some concerns about altcoins, and I've mentioned it many times before that we just have so many altcoins, and this seems to be really a washout, and we just need to be careful. High risk currently in the crypto market, absolutely high risk. And I've also made obviously the channel members aware in the last few days, and I've outlined here for all the cryptos that I cover for channel members on Discord which coins I believe have the highest risk at the moment. But let's get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently coming down here, or came down to 25k. I know on different exchanges we have seen different prices, and that is a problem in the crypto market. You don't have just sort of one price, yeah. You have different prices on different exchanges. You have BUSD, you have USDT, you have USDC pairs, and then fiat currency pairs, and the prices differ also from exchange to exchange slightly, and that can make a TA slightly less accurately depending on which chart you're using. But here on the Bitstamp exchange, it came down to 25.5. Since then it has moved up, and we talked about that in the previous video. A bullish candlestick formation here at the moment, and an engulfing candle here, which is indicating further price increases. Bear in mind that daily candle isn't closed yet, so this could also become something different. On the 4-hour chart, we can see that the price is currently making higher highs, higher lows. Maybe let's go to the 1-hour chart even, and that is currently looking good. Yeah, it is making those higher highs, higher lows that we want to see, and this could really take us here into this wave 4 target area further. It is exactly where it needs to be. Gave you this target area here ranging between, I even need to take another look, 29.5k and 34.2k, between the 23.6% FIB level and the 50% FIB level. Somewhere in here I would expect that the price is doing a turnaround, 180 degrees, goes down lower again, and will make another swing low. I think we haven't seen what I've shown you here. I believe we haven't seen the despair phase yet. I think we are in capitulation, have seen an element of capitulation, but I don't think we have seen the despair yet. Okay, so after that, of course, many people ask what happens after that. Well, you would actually start to take off again. Okay, so it doesn't change. Even when I highlight the risks here, it doesn't change my expectation that when this is over, we should see a fairly swift recovery back to new all-time highs. That is my view. But first of all, I think somewhere in this area here between these Fibonacci levels, we should see a turnaround. Now that is based on ideal target levels for such a wave 4. As per the Elliott Wave method, the minimum requirement would be that 23.6% level, and that has been 29.5K. We've reached it, so at any point now we could expect the price to turn around. Currently it's looking like for me that we might go to the 38.2% Fib level at 32K, because this is the ideal retracement for a wave 4. From here then I would expect the price to turn around to complete this overall correction. That would be here, as you can see, this oops, doesn't move. There you go. This fifth wave here, yeah, where we could then possibly find support, and that is a very important support level historically for Bitcoin, which is the 200-week moving average, currently just below 22K. I think that would be an ideal level to complete this correction. Below that, we even have here the price around 20K, and that would be the high of the previous bull market. Bitcoin has never come below the high of the previous bull market, but maybe we need to do that in order for the despair to end, yeah, or to enter actually that despair phase. But we can take a look at that on the daily chart, and here you can see this is the 200-week moving average. You can see that even during COVID, or when COVID started, we've only dipped below it very, very briefly. Other than that, it has not been crossed, and it has always provided very, very accurate support, even after the last this is despair. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, how we come down here, capitulation, despair. That's the last bear market. Here you can see it, how we had this long period of consolidation. We had also what we had here, capitulation, and this was then here the last despair, yeah, after which we started to take off again. This of course took a few months, but I think as soon as we see rising prices here, people will get, of course, out of despair again. Yeah, so this is and this is also what I usually mean when you finish despair. Yeah, let's take a look at that. When you finish despair and when you start to get back into your first impulsive move, what you see here, that we typically in a second wave, when a little bit of a shakeout before the real uptrend begins, you typically come down again once more quite a lot, and pretty much to the area where you started. This is here is as well a wave 1, and you come down in a wave 2. So that is what we would expect for Bitcoin as well. Therefore, there is usually no reason to FOMO in when you start a new uptrend, because when you come down in your wave 2, you typically retrace quite a lot down anyway. So I think it will be an interesting weekend. I think in the next few days we will know more. I think we are going to see one more dip. I think we need that final wash out. Now, this is a wave 4 at the moment. Bear in mind, a wave 4 can take a long time. Bear in mind what we had up here, even though it was higher level wave degree, this was a wave 4 as well. And it took really long. It took months, yeah. Not saying that this wave 4 here will take months, but it can take maybe a few weeks. So be aware of that. It could now be that we are settling down a little bit. The dust is settling, and we can all calm down a little bit after the crash that we had in the last few days and weeks. Okay, so this is my view about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe, and also make sure that you check out the channel membership if you're interested, and maybe even the trading course I'm currently publishing on the website. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.